Alright, this is Crazy Hades. I'm reviewing some recorded games from USMC 1812 and a pre-made squad of theirs in Overwatch. So let's get into it. There's going to be a little bit of fuzziness and whatnot in the background from the original video. I've tried to noise gate some of it out, but it's still going to be in there. Let's go. And I'll scrub back and forth a bit as... Alright, here we go. First match. Ooh, that's scratching.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Maybe I should just turn it off for now. Though I do want to catch whatever communication is going on with the team, if any. This is not a pre-made squad.
Hello.
If the request for team voice from that other player is good. So this is defense on Lunar Colony.
A moment to enjoy some peace and quiet. Probably nothing. You feel that?
On defense, I don't mind breaking those barriers, but on offense, or on a lot of defensive maps, you want to keep the barriers because they block a shot. So they do provide a shot worth of cover, and cover is good because it lets the enemy have more exposed body than you have exposed during the exchange. You're obviously AFK because I really, with fast characters like Genji...
Taking high ground? Where are we playing, guys?
Yeah, okay, I'm pausing here. So Mercy, the one who was asking originally for people to get into team chat, is pointing out basically as the round starts, are we taking high ground? Where are we going, guys? Obviously, ideally, you know that earlier. And I love going for the free % from out of the door picks or on their route so that you can scout the route that the attackers are going to take and so that you get that ult up faster. Especially, like I said, with the mobile, low ult cost characters like Genji. You get some of it here. You get up to 16 now. But think you could be at like 22, 23. Good callouts on the split. Monkey. So let's go back now. Let's see this. I'm moving the volume. Let's go back.
Alright, I guess.
Okay, so he's pre-firing the corner, which is good.
Yep.
That's.
You got Zarya. Coming left side, monkey.
Right. Yeah, I like this because you know the monkey's further in front because he was the first one called going that way. Yeah, lovely, lovely. So that's exactly what you want to have happen is the squishies line up so you can multi-AoE them and their tank is split from them, unable to protect. If I could see more of that from the enemy's perspective, I could critique their play there better, but...
Monkey's still down left.
There's no reason quite to turn around until you're going to dash. Jumping back while firing is just fine, but...
Nice pick.
There wasn't that much of a gap there. Yeah, obviously this was just sort of an input error here. With the tracer, got the damage, and then basically a beat and a half after went for the dash.
Nice pick.
Right here. And I think the reason for that is that he tried to finish it with a second auto attack. But there's no need to go for that because you want to close.
Widow's busting up.
It's actually pretty dangerous. So you're close to ult, which makes it somewhat understandable, but it's pretty dangerous to close with the Zarya here. Because you can see from the length of the beam here that she doesn't have that much energy, but you can't reflect anything she does. Or maybe you can reflect her bombs, actually, I'm not sure on that. But you certainly can't reflect her beam. So Winston comes in and supports you.
Genji, I got you.
Yeah, Genji, I got you, but you're still out for a while because of the debuff.
Monkey. There you go.
And still got the ult up, which obviously you guys didn't need it to take down the Zarya there because Winston came with you. But I love seeing ult rotations go as quickly as possible so you get more off in a game, and here it is. Good, good. I think a big mistake that people make is holding their ult because, oh, it'll only get 1 kill or it'll only get 2 kills. And, you know, time is everything in this game, and rotations are really important. Mercy calls a res. This is old Mercy. So I like, so you double jump here to try to keep getting this stuff over the edge here. You can keep more mobility than that because you have a corner. So right here, grab the edge. And then you can get 2 jump throws off from that ledge with a better angle. I know these are minor little things, I'm not really... But... Well, let's see this again. I don't think much happened here except for Junkrat being an idiot. Also, I don't have the directional sound, of course. So there are some audio cues that USMC will have that I won't have in terms of direction. 12%. Let's do this. So Tracer, you know that the Ana is back there.
Nice pick.
Tracer just would have died. She should have flashed here. There's no reason for Tracer to stay close to you.
Nice pick. Monkey on Widow.
Waiting for barriers, obviously good. Zarya's bad here. I mean, it's hard sort of to keep tacked onto a Genji, but it's not that hard as a Zarya. She should get some damage in here, especially if she headshots you. Alright, so you split from her, which is wise, because Zarya's not really who you want to be fighting.
I need help,
Not as
help.
Genji.
Lucio, peek me point. There we go, thank you.
Okay, so that's sort of a getting out kind of by luck and kind of by skill that sort of gave it to you. Zarya definitely could have gotten at 22 damage during that long exchange. Jumping into the monkey thing.
There we go, thank you.
Let's go back again, let's see this again. So you missed this ledge, which is what you were going for, but
Thank you.
it was good to go for it. So let's see. So the monkeys are close on one another. Their monkey presumably still has leap, I think. I didn't hear it go off. Let's change the playback speed so I don't have to. No, don't play on TV. Let's. Oop, lost the fight there. Let's go back to it. Damn. Okay, we're pretty close. Okay. I think this is the fight. Yeah. Let me change the playback speed so we can see this. Let's go 0.5 for now. We might go slower. Just to see what's going on, because this is a lot of characters in this fight, and I only get occasional glimpses because you have to maneuver with the walls and backing away. Alright, so the Winston's, Zarya closes. She shoots a bomb, which is pretty wrong if she had any charge. I mean, she could have been trying to knock you off the wall or something, but if she has charge, it's kind of a waste. She bubbles the Winston, of course. Zarya and Winston always make a good pair. Winston gets inside the shield. And shields him as well. Okay, so Zarya bubble on the Winston's nearly down. Good time to close. So Ana on the left, and we knew she was here because at the very start of the whole thing there was a purple flash across from that direction. So we knew that Ana was coming from that little slot. Winston's in the room, which is kind of a good place for you. Okay. So you dash to get behind him in auto. Yeah, and you get the kill and get the reset, but let's look here. I'm not sure you needed to dash here. I think you were just frustrated because most of your shots missed him. Because there's nowhere he can really escape to now that you know his leap is gone. And that's how he got into the room, right? He leaped, I think. Maybe not. Maybe that's a regular jump. He's just running, just running. That's a regular jump. Okay. Still, like, I don't think he can get out. Okay. So, you get the reset ultimately.
Nice job. Buck, you come back.
Obviously, slowing us down is going to distort the team chat. Lucio's here. It's the first time we've actually seen him besides when he left base. Alright, second floor. No. Okay, so you tried to grab the ledge there. Good move to try to grab it. ledge transferring is pretty hard without excess jumping. Alright, so the Ana, who we knew was behind from the start of the whole thing, she's behind this corner right now, since she saw that fight go badly, but we know she's in that direction. You for the ledge, fall. She's going to come out in a second here. And we have Zarya, and so there's the Ana closing. Don't know what's his name. Zenyatta.
Nice job, guys.
I don't know why I was blanking on that. Junk from behind. Okay, so that's the first time we've seen Junk since he last died, where he was caught out, and he gets the kill. So we had no idea which direction he's going to come from. We get the Mercy res. This is the ult res. Okay, let's go back to normal speed for a bit. But I am going to have to slow it down in complex fights a lot, I think, because I can't, without the audio cues, I need to be able to patch it together. Alright, so hit the Widow. It's nice. Now we know there is a Widow from them as well.
Shit. They're coming right side, left side, sorry.
Zarya keeps on balls, which
Oh, they
I
got a Widow?
don't really agree with. Especially against an aerial character, but in general I don't usually like it. Let's see how this went again. Was he locked into continuing to fire at you here? That's what I want to see. Was the Zenyatta locked at continuing to fire with a right click charge up? Or
They're
was he
coming right
following
side,
you?
left side, sorry. Oh, they got a Widow?
That's a late Widow call. The team should have known already. You should have called it for them. Okay, so here. Yeah, I think that was his charge up. So that was a good reflect, because he didn't get the option to decline it at that point. Yeah, that's a common mistake that I see them make, not you, that I see a lot of players make, is you don't actually want to be totally against a wall ever, even when you're trying to minimize an angle, because it reduces your options, and so they don't have to try to corner you. So they can try to corner you with their shot.
Monkey's still high left.
Being above is good for trying to get more headshots, obviously, but doesn't expose that much side of the body, and Junkrat's squishy. Ulting here saves your life, because Junkrat's like pretty good against you in this sort of close scenario. Yeah. And so this gives you a little more range. He probably could have killed you with a direct hit, but this is a little unnecessary, obviously. You're celebrating, but like, where are they? Be scabbing the backline because want to be ready to pick the Ana, I think. Should be one of the first ones to be coming back here. No Winston, right?
I almost got a res up. 25 seconds, one more push. One more
They
push.
swapped him out, maybe? Maybe that's the Widow. Was their Winston player? No, he was just behind. Okay, and he's actually what ends up getting the kill on you here. Exactly. Okay. So since the Winston was the first one to die in the last rotation, should be smelling like, where the heck is this guy? Oh, we get the death big tap.
5 on 5.
Yeah, so that's exactly what happened.
No one can hide from my sight.
And for sight, sure, whatever. You can make both those jumps by single jumping if you practice it, obviously.
Wow, they
but
were 5.
there's no need there.
Point.
Okay, so that went well.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
But as I try to point out, there are some things always to look at.
Select
I don't really like Reaper in general, to be honest. But I really shouldn't be complaining. I mostly play Hanzo. I think that both those characters are definitely underpowered. Let's skip forward. Do we know they have someone who wants to run Widow?
5, 4, 3, 2. Attack.
I wonder if we'll do the Junkrat again on defense. those ledges don't matter as much. They rarely come into play.
I got a
But again,
sniper.
I don't like ledge shattering for no reason.
Ciao.
You want to be denying something or gaining something by it. I know it's minor,
And
but they
Torbjorn.
are. Ooh, okay. That's a little awkward.
And Tor.
So let's go back to the top of this. So here, trying to choose how to approach. Cutting the ledges, jump. So single jump, so you still have one left. Grab the
Wait, I got
wall.
a sniper.
Alright, and keep the high ground, which is good. Closing on the Widow's good, but she had her trap well placed. Let's see it. Do we actually see it here, or does she throw it on you mid-fight? I think she throws it on you.
Wait, I got a sniper. Ciao.
Yeah, okay, so she throws it right there. So I guess that's sort of a reason to play the wall. Is to is immediately jump off. But you lose the ability to shoot? I don't know.
And
I guess I kind of
Torbjorn.
would have liked seeing some wall play there, but it could have cost you. I don't know.
And
But what's the real issues, besides obviously missing a couple shots? Here she gets the Zen Orb, so she pulls back into Zen's vision. And the Mercy 11. Okay.
and Torbjorn.
So ideally now, Reaper gets some pressure from the Mercy's rotation, but it's not really at the same time. It's not right for it.
I got you, monkey.
Ideally, with voice chat and with a teammate team, trying to pick on squishies on alternate sides at once so that only one of you can get denied by support, hopefully. Or by
Alright.
tanks.
Shit.
Switching
That's
to
over.
John.
That's over. Just die. Just die.
Yeah, there's not a lot of callouts going on here. Junkrat, especially with the indirect vision, could benefit from a callouts from, say, the Widow, if she has an angle
Almost
on the
ready.
inside.
Junkrat, can you just work on that turret if you can? Or those shields?
He doesn't call where the turret is for you.
2 down.
You also don't have a trap anywhere on the map right now, I don't think.
Alright, there's Zen's down.
I mean, admittedly, it probably wouldn't do
I
much,
got
but there's
two
no reason
back.
not to have it on. Okay, I guess you detonated it early because the
Widow's up
turret was
left.
going to destroy your barrel, I think is what was
Widow's
happening.
down.
And that
die
goes
on
back
point.
to
I'll res this.
needing the turret calls the location earlier so that you could blow it up from your teammate. So you're behind, that's obviously always good. Put a bunch of damage through Zarya's shield. Let's see if you guys pay for it. Ooh. Yeah, it's just, they get their ults off now too. Zarya ult takes forever to charge. So, I guess it's not that bad to take it there, but you guys do need a third. So I want to go back and look at that again. I think this fight needs a little more.
Go die on
Go die on point is not.
point.
Well, I guess
I'll
with
res
Old
this.
Mercy it's not that bad. That is too cool. The first one didn't go through, but that's not a strategic error, it's a tactical one. Or an input one. So here, let's see. Just so Orisa takes his shield. Their Mercy is in the right corner, you can tell. Yeah, now the Zarya ult finally comes up and it clears you guys all out. So let's right here. So Zenyatta's ulting. Where is he located? Where did he come out of? So Winston just blew up the turret with his fists. You throw a pack on top of Orisa. Where is this ulting Zenyatta? It sounded like maybe he was outside.
Alright.
The Zarya
Let's
theme
try
was
something
kind of
else.
relevant there, because you can fight through a Zarya ultimate if you're just shooting at the enemies. But their Zarya had a lot of charge. The biggest thing was, I think, not somehow being able to get the Mercy while she was in this
Alright.
corner for so long. In this corner here. We'd known she was there for a while,
Alright.
since the first peak, basically,
Let's try
that
something
you had
else.
on that corner. And no one else is really going to be able to reach her, because Winston can't really stay on her while he's ulting.
Widow's up,
another
right?
rip tire. First one was sort of a dud because the turret really denied you hard by damaging you and forcing you to pop it. Getting the double launches. Yeah, I was gonna say going immediately is a little greedy. You did buy a little time. Okay.
Alright, turret's down.
I like getting the ult off quickly, I suppose. It might have been better to wait until the teammates were also actually hitting the point, because if we look at this respawn, you're all coming in together, basically. You double launch here, and now you're ahead of them. Effectively. Like, way ahead of them. Including the ones on the level below. So you buy a little time driving back and forth, take some shots from the turret, you get in, hit the turret and Orisa a bunch,
Alright, turret's down.
but die to the Widow while that's happening.
Widow's up.
Yeah, basically, here, either... Did the Widow start above?
Alright, turret's down.
I can't tell. She may have started in the point, and if she did, then that went correctly for her. But if she started
Widow's
above, the
up
Reaper
left,
should have
Widow's up
stayed up
left,
with
need
you,
help.
if they're not going to enter immediately with your barrel. Yeah, I like using blinks to move early. I think
We
a
got
lot of
picks,
traces are way too
picks. We got
conservative
this,
with
we
their
got
blinks.
this. Widow.
Speed is often more important than the flexibility.
Good job.
I'm gonna pause this for a sec and actually, yeah, I guess I'll break this up into its own video.